Hey, you made it back. Just kidding. I'm in a shop. Kind of. I'm in a shed. I think. I don't know what this place is. It's a shed, definitely. I'm just messing with you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Got the Summit on the bench. The new workbench. The dirty workbench full of stuff. The shop is a mess. But we're in the middle of cleaning it out. And I'm going to use it as my shop for now. So I just wanted to do a small video to show y'all my shop. Here it is. Here's my shop. Anyways, that's not why I made this video. I'm making this video to show you the Summit. Hence why it's on the bench. It needs some work, which is why I have these. Can't really see them. See them? Now you see them. You probably don't know what they are. Some of you do. I'm pretty sure of that. Some of you don't. Some of you will recognize this. Some of you recognize this. Some of you won't recognize either of these things. Sorry, dirty camera screen. I'm going to fix that today. Get you in a little closer. Sorry for the shakiness. And hitting the light. Excuse my terrible cameraman ways in a dirty shop. Alright, so what we have here is the Traxxas Summit with RC 4-wheel drive 40 series mudslingers, axial oversized 8-spoke beadlock, true beadlock, all the way around on the front and the back. Mostly stock Summit, Proline wide ridgeline bumpers front and rear. Got some LED lights in it, both of them. Drilled the holes and put my own LEDs in them. I'm only running 2 of the mini servos instead of 3 because I kept burning the things out and I'm tired of replacing them. We got some issues with it today. Well, the other day. These tires, since I've been testing them out, I have loved them every minute that I've used them. But, alas, they are huge, and so they are strained on the servos and the motor. I have burned up the motor. This is my third Titan 775 I've burned up. Not in the Summit. This is the first one, second one for the Summit, but the other one just wore out from running it through holes full of muddy water. So that's actually this one here. Or this one. No, this one's out of the Emax. Sorry. This one is out of the Emax. The one out of the Summit is somewhere in the basement. I don't know where it is. I think I know. I don't really. This is the Titan 775 brushed motor from Traxxas. It's electric. Sorry, I'm stepping on a bad board here. Mounting plate for it. Just standard aluminum, you know, whatever. And this is the Dewalt, yeah, that's right, Dewalt 14.4 volt motor. Electric, brushed, heavy duty, and buttloads of torque. Yes, I said buttloads. Get over it. Comes with a pinion gear on it, but I gotta cut that off. Don't need to use it. The pitch is wrong, which is your pitch is your spacing between your teeth, and it's just too small. Like, it's just big around. See, that's what I need. This is what I'll be using. That's what I have. That won't work. Anyways, I dropped it. I'll grab it in a second. This is what I was going after. I gotta unsolder the leads. And these resistors here, I believe those are resistors. I'm not sure. I'm not an electrical genius. But yeah, so I just gotta unsolder all that. And then solder it onto the new motor. These plastic pieces here, there, and there, they slide out, and those are the brushes. And you can buy them for about $10 for both of them. Simple rebuild. And if you need to take it apart for any reason, I'm sure you could probably pry this apart and then put it back together. But I don't know. I'm not going to try until this motor fails. The reason I'm going with this and not brushless is, yeah, brushless is nice. It doesn't require as much maintenance. You don't have to replace brushes and whatnot. But I don't know. I feel like you get more torque out of these. More low end torque. Whereas brushless, I'll use brushless in anything that I want going fast. Unless it's like the Valenion 3500. No, that's not right. It's the VXL 3M that comes in the 1/16 Traxxas vehicles. I like that one. That one will probably go in the Mini Summit eventually, when that one is ready to be revived and Frankensteined. But yeah, so this is, like I said, the Dewalt 14.4 volt. This will be the new motor for the Summit. It'll go down in there, nice and beefy. It only adds a little weight, not too much. It is heavier than this one. This motor, I don't know how much they weigh, but I can tell you the length and width. Width, or how wide it is 62 millimeters, and up and down is 68, I think. Let's check. Get my caliper here. '66, 67, somewhere around there. With the ends, we are at 75. With this one, now keep in mind that the width, I'm getting this all mixed up, I'm so sorry. The width is 41.85, 41.9, somewhere around there. The width, or the length, is 67, but if you want to go to where the bearings are, it's 75. So we have, what, 42, 67, and 75? Whereas this is 47 by 67 by 77. So it's not much bigger by a few millimeters. The only difference and thing that I'm going to have to adjust is my screws here. You can't change the screw holes, obviously. But on my motor mount, which is under the Summit somehow, these holes are only, was it 33? No, they were 30 millimeters, whereas these holes are 32. Yeah, 33. So it's like a 3 or 4 millimeter difference, anywhere between 2 and 4, something like that. All I have to do is just Dremel it out a little bit. I have to put a small cut in the shroud here that covers the gears, and then get it all cleaned up again. This thing's filthy. I swear to God, I clean it, and it's dirty the next day, and I haven't even run it yet. Yeah, the reason I'm replacing it is because I burned up this motor. These tires are just super, super big for this thing. I mean, they are absolutely ridiculously huge. It's a little loose for some reason. I think. Yep, I'll have to fix that. But yeah. So anyways, these tires are pretty huge, pretty big for anything. This is a 1/10 scale. So these are, I think these are 7.5 inch tall tires. You can see my review on them, or reviews, I should say. But they're big tires. It takes a lot to turn them, and it takes a lot to make them rotate. I think that I have also burned out my two steering servos up here in the front. This is the same servo. It is a Traxxas waterproof 2075. It's a standard size servo, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'd say standard size. I think the Slash 4x4 uses one. You know, it's a standard, like, 1/10 scale, somewhere around there. I'm not too sure. It depends on the brand. But I believe I've burned those because when I turn this on, let's go ahead and turn on the receiver. My receiver's on. We'll plug this in. Pop. And this is what it does. Let me clean out that little light lens there right quick. Alright, so we're going to turn this on. Now it's working fine. What's up with that? Well, anyways, what it was doing was there's my drink. Anyways, what it was doing was this light here was well, that little light there. Sorry, finger was in the way. It would flash between red and green constantly, and the light on the ESC would just blink. Steady blink, nothing ridiculous. But the receiver would blink uncontrollably at no specific pattern. My servos would sit here and glitch around. Maybe it was just the way I was connecting my... I don't know. I've never had this problem with any of my RCs. That was the first time, and I thought maybe I'd fried the receiver or had, you know, blown a servo, and it was causing the other ones to freak out. But I don't know. If it does it again, I'll figure it out. I'm probably going to be changing out the... I'm probably going to be changing out the receiver, sorry, for you know, something like Spectrum, maybe like an 8-channel or something like that. Just something absolute ridiculous that I don't even need. But that's because I will be putting a snowplow on this. Speaking of snowplows, it's getting cold. The snow will be here eventually. So I just made a rough a mock-up of my snowplow. It's very, very, very painfully basic. It doesn't move up and down, or side to side, like that, or like that, yet. All I do is, I've got a second skid plate that I ordered by accident. Don't ask me how, and I won't tell. Ordered it by accident, and so I had 2 sets of them, of at least the front ones. I think that I have the other 2, but I have no clue where they went. But yeah, so I just put 2 screws in it for now, just to hold it, and then I take the 4 screws out of the bottom. There's 2 holding this one and 2 holding the second one behind it that goes over your steering bell crank and keeps all that protected. So I just unscrew it, bend them together, screw it back on after I pull the other one off. You unscrew them, pull this front one off, slide that on, push it up, and screw them back together. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This is just aluminum. Some aluminum that I got from my father-in-law. He had some aluminum, and I asked him if he had any, so he got me some. Thank you. I think that's all for now. I don't think I have anything else special in my bag. I guess I don't really need my servos, these servos right now, but they're here if I do need them. I'm going to get to work. I'm going to get this motor taken apart and soldered. These have to come out so I can put my tab, right, or my leads right on the inside of that tab. You can't see it. It's very hard to see. Excuse me. I'm going to turn that off. Unplug that for now because I don't need that plugged. Yeah, so I'm going to get that done, get it cut eventually. I'll get this video uploaded. This is where I'll be doing my videos for now. I just want to give you a look around right quick. So, let me, sorry if I'm getting a little close here. A little close and personal with the camera guy. So we can, this is how dirty this shop is right now. I mean, that's my walkway. You can't even see it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of cool stuff, I might add. There's a lot of cool stuff in here that I would just love to get my hands on. Some of it specifically for RC, some of it for my trucks. Yeah. And one last thing. I know all I have right now is RC videos. I got a couple of random other videos up here. My channel is not for just one thing. Not for one thing. That happens to be all I do in my spare time. I will be putting videos of, playing with my son, or, messing around with the wife. Whoa, people, calm down. Or just, doing whatever I want to do. Go to the park with my kid, my wife, visiting my family back home in Alabama, friends and family, and just whatever. I've even got a couple videos I may upload from my wedding. Who knows? It'll all be in its own separate playlist and whatnot. So I just want to let y'all know that my channel is not for just RC cars. It's for whatever goes on in my life that I feel is necessary to put up on YouTube or appropriate for YouTube. So with that said, thanks for coming by, guys. We'll see you around, and stay tuned for the next video. I don't know what it's going to be, so don't expect anything.